collective. Okay. Universe. Spirit. Spirit guide. Gods. Whoa. Goddesses. Angels. Demons. Spirits above, below, and in between. What message do we need to hear on this night for our highest personal growth, evolution? So mote it be. Amen. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. We have a lot here. All right. Okay. Interesting. Oh, wow, that is very interesting. Okay, so indirect energies, but still very direct, connected to you are big picture, bird's eye view. So getting a bird's eye view of things, the big picture, and bloodline. So something about your bloodline. And direct energy, face up, health system. Health system here for you. Maybe something about your blood, your DNA. Have you been to the doctors lately? Have you had any issues with your blood? I know that I have in the past a blood mutation that they did not tell me what it was. But anyways, that's another story. I've mentioned it before. But there's a big picture, a bird's eye view of this. So the bigger picture. There's something more bigger than what meets the eye. There's something that's maybe, again, the spiritual lens as well of your bloodline. But you may have had your run-ins with the health system. You may even work for the health system, but you may have had instances where you have had to deal with them. And they may or may not have been honest about issues concerning you and your health. I don't know. There's something there. Okay? Oh. Okay, so at the base of me sitting down, terrorism. Then we get terrorism again coming up. Okay, so it's in your proximity. Again, we had a prior read where this was coming out. Now this could be, again, like I mentioned in the last video, this could be, it's around you. It's around you. It could be like the mobbing type of terrorism where people just like to harass you, that sort of thing, or it could be an actual bigger, more political terrorism. But terrorism is a part of this picture here. It's not a part of you, but it's very close to you, okay? It's not yours, obviously, but it's close to you. So wherever you're interacting, maybe where you live, where you work, there's an element there, okay? In the temples. In the temples, and on top of addiction and substance abuse dependency. Interesting. Well, that's interesting. In the temples. So, in the temples, I believe that you possibly could have been, have a past life where you were in the temples, right? A priestess, of some sort in the temples. Now, this could have also been, you could have also at that time been under the influence of substances, not to say that, like, again, there was a different view of substances at that time. But this is saying addiction and substance abuse dependency. There also could be some religious areas in your vicinity where there is addiction and substance abuse going on. Okay, so that could be interesting. maybe alternative spiritualities that engage in substance, taking substance. But this is saying addiction and substance abuse and dependency. Now, I'm not sure if this is just, did I not write? I may not have written a card for just the partaking of certain herbal substances in order to, because some spiritualities do that. It may be addressing that, but it also could be going in deeper. We shall see. Eccentric is face down, but yeah, you could be eccentric. I don't know if you're hiding that though. I don't maybe it's not in the forefront, but it's definitely there in this reading. Also, the people engaged in the spirituality could be eccentric. This is interesting. This is an interesting read. I gotta say, usually it's more, and how this fits in with the health system and the bloodlines. But again, this is your energy, the bloodline, health system, and the bird eye view, right? So you have a spiritual bloodline. You may have some DNA that's unexplainable, or some health that's unexplainable through the modern healthcare lens, possibly. And then you have addiction, and possibly this addiction isn't connected to the in the temples, although it came up with in the temples. That's why I'm reading them together. There could also be a religious cult like place nearby that's engaged in some form of terrorism, possibly, and using substance abuse and addiction, using their spirituality as an excuse. Not saying they are, but they could be. So that could be a way of how this is manifesting. This is a really interesting read. This is weird. You may live in a very interesting place. Wow. 1 second. I have to get the feel for the deck. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me explain this. Chaotic read. Some interference here. Okay. Here's you. Possibly you. Anyways, there is definitely leadership here going on. And this spark and flame that you have to way show others your guidance is helping them heal and illuminate themselves. Okay, they're illuminated by whatever guidance and help that you're giving. It's helping them. Ooh. Oh, okay. Wow, okay. All right. We got 3 cards come out together. We got the Ace of Wands, which is a candle being lit. Okay. Yeah, you light the way for others. You are a way shower. The 5 of Wands. But here we go. We have there is some conflict around what you are doing. What you are showing. You're healing. But there wants to be conflict. You try to lead people out of conflict. Like, You show people a way out of their own inner conflicts and conflict with others. But there also could be conflict with what you're showing here. Okay? And the start, you give hope to other people. You have hope as well. As when you heal and you guide others, you gain more help and more clarity. You seek divine guidance. You are divinely guided. You have a strong connection, and this you share with others in order to help guide them as well, or share your knowledge and wisdom and share your gnosis with others, so that they may, everyone collectively can have a healing moment, and heal others and evolve and move forward. A guiding light. There's definitely light showing up here. A lot of light. You could have had a past life where you did this. You worked in this arena of giving guidance to other people, to healing. Again, when I was talking about like more like an oracle, a Delphic oracle or something, not specifically that, but something kind of like that, or that you gave some kind of guidance within temples, because we had this in the temples going on. So that would be the bird's eye view of the bloodline that you've had. And maybe this health system is you helping others heal, but usually you would get the healing card for that. So there's something there. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles. Moving forward. Yeah, move forward. It doesn't matter if it seems slow. Although I don't feel like it's as slow as, I mean, it is slow, but it's movement, it's steady, but there's still some speed to this, in a way. Some urgency. You usually don't get that, but I'm getting it with this, with the owl and the movement of the snow and the door. Something about there is movement in the area. It's spreading your knowledge, spreading your wisdom, a message of what can be done, how people can be healed, how evolution can move forward. What's this? One. Oh, the Magician. Yeah, obviously. Interesting. The Magician. Yeah, you know how to use all the right tools at your disposal. You're capable. There might be an element of people using trickery around you, but I feel like when it comes to you, this energy is healthy. There's a lot going on here. There might be some, within the last couple of readings, there must be some new energies in here. Okay. All right. I need to clarify. There may also be some element of the healthcare system that you've experienced in some way that gets people hooked on things. Maybe not deliberately, but they definitely try to push something, or there's something there about that. This addiction and substance abuse, also, and dependency, could be dependency on some kind of medication from the health, and getting that as well coming through. What used to be health in back in spiritual health in the temples is now the health system, which could also be psychiatry as well here too. Getting that just kind of popped in there. High Priestess of Air, or Fire. Sorry, High Priestess of Fire. So we definitely have this fire element. We have like, this is the 4th fire card, okay? So we have a lot of fire in this read. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of drive. There's a lot of movement. Definitely going forward. Oosh. Listening. Okay, we got the listening card with whatever is dark isn't always bad and whatever is light isn't always good. And listening. Okay, so definitely take the time to read between the lines, to listen closely to what's being said and compare it to what's being done, to suss out any dishonesty or mismatching communication and actions that they just don't match. Really looking at her face this time, like her face this time is really like giving me some emotion, like some really communicating right now to me, the more than usual. Her lip is kind of up and her eyes are kind of like I think she's like something sus, like she's like, whatever's light isn't always good and whatever's dark, and she's kind of got her mouth kind of like sneered up there a little bit. I feel like she knows that something, something's off. You know that there's some kind of principle that's being talked about that's not really being handled correctly. And this could be in the health system. Individuality. You're an individual, yes. With the bird's eye view. Here we got this, and we also have the owl here with this pentacle, right? But the bird's eye view and individuality, like you have this bird's eye view. Yeah, you've seen something. You've seen the bigger picture of something. You've seen the way people act. You've seen the way they talk. You've seen their actions. You've seen what they're about. You've seen dishonesty. But you still need to remain playful. Remember to balance all this serious energy out with being playful to help you. Vision. Yeah, you have visions, you have dreams, you're a seer. You also have vision for your life. Again, definitely have past life in that you were in like temples doing something. Yeah. We get love. We get self-love here. You've developed self-love for yourself. Forbidden. Forbidden here. Forbidden falling after love. Okay. So you could be in a forbidden love, supposedly. Some people find it wrong, whatever that is. But something's forbidden here. There's something going on as well. There's definitely some background stuff that's not savory. It's definitely there's some stuff here that's not right. That is forbidden. And what's with this terrorism? What's with the terrorism? What's that about? Oof. Lust. Upside down. Okay. That's weird. Lust. Okay, we have love and we have lust coming out. We have forbidden love and lust. Okay. The lust card. You know how I think about that card in this deck. Someone sees you as being too... They view you in a certain way. You may also have been in ancient temples that engaged in what would be considered lustful activities now. Oh, yeah, in the temples. Okay, forbidden. Lust. These follow, okay. In the temples where there could have been substance, taking of substances as well, and maybe engaging in sexual behaviors, right? Could be an element of this going on now in current churches and different types of temples. But I believe that this is also something that could have been something also in the past. The fledgling. There may also be, again, like I'm getting like this cult kind of feel too, where like in the past, yeah, there's in the temples, but now in the current day, I feel like this would manifest more in like a cult-like setting where like sex and drugs is used to really, the spiritual lens is used to really take advantage of sexuality and drug use. And not to say that there are certain substances that can't be used to awaken certain things, or that all love and or that all sexual things are bad. I'm just saying that these can be abused and used in not so good ways, because lust did come upside down. So I'm taking that as like the really negative view of lust here. The fledgling, and some, they want to bring you in. Okay, oh no, here we go. They may be using love as like a to draw you in, but it's there's something more sinister. Again, I would like to reiterate that this is a general read. There will be multiple messages for multiple different people. So what resonates, what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, doesn't resonate. I know I shouldn't have to say this in the videos, but I mean, that's how the general tarot readings work for collectives, okay? That being said, I feel like someone's trying to pull you in, the fledgling. They want to bring you in to this lustful, forbidden kind of temple of sex and drugs and there's terrorism. So they could be trying to bring you in through love bombing and terrorism. Okay? Like terrorism, and like maybe some of this stuff is funded. Again, this is going to get dark, okay? Maybe some of this stuff here is funding different types of terrorism. And there's a lot of that in the world today in different ways and different types. And also, again, this could just be low level. Well, I mean, not to say that it's low level, but a lower tier of terrorism is in just like harassment and terrorizing people until they give in. That is a possibility as well. You'll know your deal, okay? Again, this is for a certain collective that resonates on a certain wavelength. If this isn't your video, this isn't your video. If this isn't your collective, it's not the collective. It's okay. I mean, I have videos that I don't resonate with, okay? I'm just saying that this is what's coming out. And this is what I'm speaking on. Belonging, upside down. Okay. They want it, okay. They want you to be desperate to belong so that you'll engage in this activity to belong. But there's something sinister about it. Being drawn to bloodline. Oh, why the bloodline? Maybe it's because it's been passed through lives, through your bloodline, this type of thing. Fragment. To fragment you, to get you fragmented, to not be whole, so that you engage in this activity which will fragment you. Ghosts of the past, also getting possible spirits of ancestors. Oh my god, whoa, okay. That's a lot. Okay, we're gonna stop. We got strength and focus. Focus is sideways, so you need to you want to get you off guard, to kind of shift your focus to what because you're very strong, and in order to get you to engage in illicit behaviors, are going to have to get you off focus. But your honesty is something, your honesty and self-worth. Your honesty and self-worth and self-love are on point. And they find that hard because they're trying to drag you into something that's negative. And again, I'm not trying to judge certain activities, but certain activities done in a certain way is definitely not for anyone's highest good. And that's what I'm sensing here. I also like some of these drugs could have been taken from the health system as well. Possibly. So you got a lot going on here. Again, this is a large collective. There's a lot of people that will eventually click on and become engaged with this. So, I mean, again, take what resonates. But yeah, that's what's really... Okay, we're going to need to dig a little deeper. Let's look at what lies beneath, because I'm just like, what? This usually kind of calls shit out now, doesn't it? Whoa, it's already doing it. Fake apology. Again, with this love and this heart box here, with this, like, it looks like maybe a box of heart chocolate or something, you know, and then the fake apology with the flowers. Maybe someone's coming in to apologize to you, but it's not really legit. Or this could also be just like a fake person trying to be romantic. I'm also getting that. I'm also getting that it's like a come on. With this love card, they're like they're not being genuine with this love offer. And again, this isn't for everybody. Take what resonates. But there is someone who's being fake in order to kind of like draw you into something that's less, again, bugaboo. Yeah, it's going to be a controlling person. Someone who's not healthy. Someone who is almost stalker-esque. Also, too, we have... Okay, so we have the American flag in the background. We also have terrorism. So, again, there's just symbolism, okay? So, it could be something that's around you. They could be engaged in certain acts. Emotional intelligence. You do have emotional intelligence. They are trying to penetrate this. They are trying to play on your emotions. But you're pretty good at discernment. Again, with this listening to what is good and what isn't. Keeping a secret, yeah. Or, I'm sorry, keeping you a secret. Yeah, they might, the intentions they have for you is being kept a secret. Yeah, because they're toxic. Again, with this toxic stuff that they're engaged in, that they're imbibing in. These substances are toxic, but they're also very toxic too, obviously. You have a healthy view of things. You have that bird's eye view. You can see what's going on. You know what's going on. Or you can sense it. You know that something's off. You can sense that something's definitely off. We have recording and trash. Throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. And recording, announcement, expressions, and revealing. So something's going to be announced and exposed, but this came in with trash. That something's like, yeah, something's going to be announced, like someone's going to broadcast that they're getting rid of something. Or it's going to be broadcast that something's going to be done away with. Something could be found in a trash can. Or some evidence. Oh, possibly throwing away evidence. I don't know. You might want to like crush the recorder before you throw it away. Destroyed. Oh my God. What was I just saying? What was I just saying? Shattered, broken up, fucked up. So yeah, destroyed. They're destroying evidence. They might destroy property, again, with this terrorism. And setting the record straight. He's got a gun and that's a target. Okay, that's why I always like straight shooter with this. But, again, mixed with terrorism, it could also be a shooter. I'm just saying it's what's coming out that's coming to me. And this is just, we got a collective here. This is online. This is a lot of people. So there might be violence in this mix. Obviously, people indulge with this much crime, and low control and substance abuse and all this together, unhealed, just really, yeah, they're into like some bad stuff. Okay? Insecure. Yeah, they're insecure. They want you to be insecure too, so you engage in these stupid acts. And you fall for this fake love offer coming in. Really? Ah! Ah! Was I just saying love story? Once upon a time. Yeah, they want you to think like, once upon a time, it was such a beautiful story. Oh, it was so wonderful. That's the image that they're trying to paint. But it's not. It's like this toxic thing. Oh, Lord. Give me a break. Private relationship. Yeah, they want to pull you into a private relationship or get you to do something on the side, or I don't know. But it's definitely, there is, the relationship is, I mean, maybe you do have a good love relationship. That's probably an aspect of your life. But there's this stuff on the side that's trying to pull you in a certain way. It's not good. It'll just ruin you. Caught, finding evidence, getting caught cheating. Yeah, cheating. This also could be getting you to engage in a relationship and then catch you, you get caught cheating. Where someone would definitely get caught cheating. Someone is definitely in a relationship on the side here. For sure. And then someone wants to get you caught up into it. A mistress. But they really want to get you engaged in a lot of bad things. Like, this person is not who they say they are. Game over. And it's a heart. Yeah, it'll be game over. Don't do it. It's game over for them. Don't do it. I know I don't have to tell you that, because you already know. Like, obviously not to do that. But yeah. Anything that's too good to be true. I mean, that's how I am. I'm like, especially when it comes to love. Especially when it comes, that's another person, and it's too good to be true. I'm like, come on. But yeah, like, oh, it's so ideal. Yeah, okay. Again, when we had this forbidden card, and they think you're naive, or they want you to be naive with this fledgling card. They really want to get you caught up in some dumb shittery. But you're too smart for that. You know, your discernment is on point. You have the big bird's eye view, the big picture. Fulfilling a fantasy. Yeah, they want you to fulfill a fantasy, alright. Copycat. You could have some copycats. They could also want to get close to you and copy some of your stuff. If you have any really good ideas. Thieving your creativity. And we get that a lot. We get a lot of these a lot. Like, there's quite a few of these cards, too. But yeah, that's what's coming out. Okay, that makes more sense now. I mean, it is quite a chaotic read, but there's a lot of shenanigans going on. But we already know this because it's been showing up in prior readings. But terrorism is coming out a lot more lately, so be aware of your surroundings. Be aware. Just be aware, okay? So, yeah, you don't want to get caught up in some bad stuff. For real. Okay? Now, let's see. What do we got that's more positive? But, see, we know this. See, it may not be the most sunshine and rainbow reading, but it's definitely letting you know what's up. It's letting you know what to do. Should we get spilled tea? Let's spill some tea. If we didn't know how horrible it is. Spreading positivity. Okay. Keep radiating positive energy and influence. So keep being influential. Remember when in the beginning with the Six of Wands, and it was and you leading the charge and you leading the way and you being a light of positivity and healing. Yeah, continue that. Continue that. You really are. You're helpful. Good that you can be very helpful too. They're naturally kind. I mean, people have made you less so over the years, but you're still there. You still have that kindness streak to you. You still care. Smoke and mirrors. Don't be fooled by appearances. Don't be fooled by appearances. What did we get over here with not all light is light and all dark is evil and all that stuff? Yeah. Smoke and mirrors. There's some facade here, and it has to, I really do believe it has to do with a relationship or a friendship that's coming off as really heavy with this love story here. Yeah, right. Okay. More complex than it seems. It's complicated. Yeah, it's really complicated. There's a lot of moving parts. Remember, the whole reading feels like there's so much going on here. There really is. It's really complex. There's a lot of people involved. A lot of bad energies involved too. You know, once you start getting into like really heavy stuff, you know, and then you have this possibility for violence here to really be set off. This destruction here. Push and pull. The push and pull in the relationship causes emotional instability. Might be someone who comes off as hot and cold, someone who's emotionally unstable, kind of manic. Unstable, yeah, emotionally unstable, yeah, no kidding, yeah, this person's I think we got that twice. Did we get that twice? I think we got emotionally unstable, not insecure. I think we got emotionally unstable before, but yeah, oh God, it's too much. Okay, hold on. What do we got here as a pile? In this pile, we got shared experiences. Shared experiences deepen the bond between you and others. Yes, for those people who are healthy and you know who they are and you know you can trust them, building bonds and healthy relationships and memories and all that's wonderful. However, I do feel like you have shared experiences with some of these people. So these people that are obviously trying to pull you in, you might have shared experiences with them. You might have gone places with them. Keeping tabs. Someone is keeping a close eye on your actions, watching you. Yeah, we already know. Get that a lot. But yeah, they would have to in order to try to pull you into something, right? Again, public exposure. Private matters could be exposed. Something is definitely getting exposed because we have it, like something is recorded, something's coming out. Something's definitely going to get exposed. And then we have mixed signals. Yeah, there's mixed signals. There's a lot of confusion. Sometimes people like to confuse you to get you to do something that's out of your character, or to just confuse you, or they're just confused within themselves because they're under the influence and they don't know what the hell they're doing. Yeah? But you're on the spiritual journey. You don't have time for that. You have time for yourself, and you're going to focus on yourself. And the dragons love to help you focus on yourself and to develop strength. And how you're going to do this, moving past. I'm going to move past this energy to focus on patience. It's going to take time. You're going to have patience with yourself, with your life, but also just that things will happen. Conviction, yeah. Stay true in your conviction. And with time, these things will just pass. Stay true, stay steady. You hold the magic jewel within you, right? You hold the power within you. You don't have to worry about succumbing to these things. But they are around you. A lot of it is all around you. But you're so strong in who you are. And you have patience to see things through, right? And you have the patience to just let time take care of itself. Open your mind. Open your mind to new things. Open your mind to new journeys, new experiences. Of course, keep that discernment, of course, but it's okay to open your mind to new possibilities. And also just maybe just open your mind to like the things that are going on around you, just like that they're there, you know? sometimes people just don't believe the kind of things that are around them. Boundaries. And enforce your boundaries. Yeah. So enforce those boundaries so you can expand out. You can really explore new worlds and have visions and stuff, but that your physical boundaries are strong. I feel like you are also one that straddles liminality, obviously, of course. Your boundaries are solid with other people, but for you in the other realms, in the other worlds, your boundaries are not as solid. Okay, you find it easy to mesh within other worlds of existence. You're able to do that. It's just to know when to do that and when not to, and who to have solid boundaries with. Play. Oh, we got play twice. We had the play card earlier. Yeah, play is important. You need to play. You need to express yourself in fun, new ways. Just have fun. Whoa, 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 whoa. Flow and get in the flow. Yeah, get in that flow state. Do something artistic, something creative that gets you in that flow state. Playing, dancing, art, whatever it is. Engaging your imagination. Engage your imagination. It's very important. You're opening up your mind. You're getting all these beautiful ideas, and you're just engaging the imagination. I'm also getting astral travel as well. You could be doing a lot of spirit work on the astral plane. Listen to yourself. I'm also getting strong downloads from spirit, from the universe, from different deities. You're definitely getting a lot of guidance, a lot of help, and a lot of healing that's helping you really navigate what you're dealing with and what's around you at this time. Leadership, yeah. Remember with the Six of Wands, leadership. You're in a leadership role in some way. It may not be evident to you right now, but you are a leader and you're working your way to that. But you're steadfast. So all these energies that are around you, you just need to know that they're there. But you are focusing on yourself and not worrying about those. Like I always say, we always know that all this stuff is in the background, but we focus on ourselves, right? Focus on ourselves. And we focus on spiritual matters and our endeavors, our goals, our dreams, our visions, and what Spirit has to say. Because Spirit is guiding you, okay? So stick in there. Stay in there. Stick with it. You are very knowledgeable. You are very spiritually connected. You have a bird's eye view of this whole situation because you're connected spiritually, and you will get the hits that you need to get to know what is right for you and what isn't. You'll know. Just listen. Connect to yourself, connect to spirit, connect to the divine, and you'll be led. You'll be led to the right outcome, what's best for you. Okay? So really that's all I have to say. Just stay strong, stay focused on you, stay focused on what you're meant to do here, because this really is something that you're meant to do. It really is your spiritual path for this lifetime. With that being said, blessings.